So this is where I've been working since let's see, December 17th. I wrote a book here. Wrote a book. Done every single writing from this point. That I've done ever since December 17th of 2019. This is where I've been. Just working on this and applying for jobs. Went to a job interview yesterday and it looked good. Applied for it with the reservation. I wanted to be a youth coordinator and what do you call it, family service advocate, because that helps people to realize their potentials of what they actually are good at. Everybody can be good at anything, but that's what I want to do. With my life, like, is to help people. And be with kids. Teach them things. That's always fun, man. It's always entertaining. You see them go through the hard times and the bad. When you realize at a certain point that it's going to be okay, you just smile and just watch them accomplish things. You know what I mean? And just like realize things, just like those aha moments that are just amazing with kids. But yeah, so this is what I've been working on. I get my little my soundtrack going, for the day. Usually I got my headphones in because my godmother Randy, she I don't want to disturb her. But she's the one that made this all possible. But really, everyone in my life has made this possible. They all offered me some sort of knowledge, and it's all good. It's all good knowledge, because even the bad knowledge taught me how to be in a good way. It's funny things, how you start to realize things such as like if you're I would suggest read the Bible and study it, because there's truth in there. There's the truth. Just like my book, it's my truth. Okay, that's what happened to me. All right, and it's the truth. And as much as we try to cloud the idea that certain things, supernatural things, aren't really, they do happen. They happen to everybody. If we get away from the stigma of actually thinking that somebody has to be medicated because they don't understand, rather than just trying to tuck them away with their medications, why don't we walk with them, get them to understand them? I had a sister-in-law, Jessica Heinley, right? It's a true story. Okay, we were getting high, all right? And one day, she'd been taken away, because she had mental issues, supposedly, okay? And she was going off about this and that, and everybody's like, oh my God, she's lost it again, and she's going to lose her kids again. And I looked at everybody that walked away from the table, and I said, like, you guys realize that we just left her alone? She was expressing her true feelings, and so I sat down with her. And she was talking about devils and about ghosts and all these different sort of ways. I sat with her for 2 hours, and you know what I discovered? Is that she never wanted to take any one person's name in her family, because she loved them. And what she was doing is she was associating those names, like the devil, as her mother, because of a negative view, right? She was like, she didn't want to be left alone. And she felt alone because she couldn't explain things so that another could interpret. How many people out there are like that? Miscommunication, misinformed. Where we were thinking, oh, they got an issue, people were people. Ever since a long time ago. Prescription drugs, they ain't been around that long. And just like Native America, we haven't been affected by it. So that's why I got validation to say, there you go. You start trying to play God with, start trying to make cures. There you go. Our science is working against us because of the very fact that Native Americans never had cancer prior to the 1970s, right? When it started trying to have an effect, and that's what the time where, what was it, 1955, or 1956, where IHS hospitals came into play. So understand, what I mean? A good 20 years went by before all of a sudden we start grasping the need to go to a hospital. We didn't ever need to go to a hospital before then. You look at those old pictures of the old natives back in the day, those guys are old. They're pretty dang old. But what we got to do as a society, as an American society, I ain't talking about just Leech Lake, But right there in Leech Lake is a perfect place to start, you know? Just a little utopia, just finally taking down our barriers and saying, you know what, I could use your assistance, I could use your help. Um, what do you know? You know, do you have anything that you could offer me or us as a people that we could really use? Because we you're watching us struggle, and you know that in the past we kind of like, oh, you're not good enough for us. And you know, we got to get away with that because realistically, we all share the same neighborhood. Whatever happened to the little league team? Compared to them, I loved that team. Me, Donald, Jaron, you know, Ted Kwasniewski, Dusty Kwasniewski, freaking, you know, Nate Magoo, Greg Peterson. Whatever happened to wrestling, man? I remember going to City Hall, Bethlehem wrestling, you know, Boy Scouts. Freaking hell, I was even a Girl Scout. I'm just kidding, but that's just because my mom was a Scout troop leader, and I was, you know, the only boy, so of course I had to go along. Lucky me, huh? But anyways, you know, like there was a lot of things going on back then because we all got along. And when we put all our differences aside and realize we're all together in this, you know, really truly together in this entirety of this world is together in this. You know, just instead of America, you know, we're fortunate where everybody comes here for freedom, right? And the military keeps us, you know, our people volunteer to go step up to these other countries to say, you know what, you're not coming to our country. But when you think about it like this, what are we just doing? We can totally disarm with the fact, I mean, we just said, you know, across the board, just good business, okay? Do nothing but good business. Some real people up there to say, you know, that's not good business. We're not just going to fall into uninformed decisions. You know, knowledge. Say, you know, it's as easy as this. Oh, you have resources that we need? We have resources that you need. We'll trade. It's called the barter system. Now we're falling into dollars and this sort of stuff. And let's face it, that is the way of the world. But more importantly, if you read the Bible, Jesus said, only you, only, or you people have to go through me to get to God. You know what the significance of that was? Was because of the fact that that was God. And we would have never understood what that really meant until, but think about it today. He was God. And unless we saw him, and I didn't even see him, but I believe, unless we knew that, we would have never known the existence of a true God, would we? And he said, cannot look upon God. Right? It's like staring into the sun. If you don't believe, don't you think my eyes would be messed up? Because just belief alone, how powerful it is. Belief in our country, how powerful it is. Belief in God. Under God we trust. Right? One nation. And it's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? It's beautiful. And it's that simple, man. Just stop pointing fingers at each other. Start promoting, hey, you know, whenever a negative comment comes up, steer a different way. Oh, hey, say something nice. Don't feed into it. Try to build people out of that. And it's you know, like even I had a girl talking to me where she wanted to show me new photos, and I was like, no, you know, like this was after I told her that, or you know, through chat, and basically I missed my family, and but all this work that I've been doing since December 17th it looks like it's starting to pay off because people are responding in a good way, you know, and I'm just like, you know, so I see it here, right? And people look at my Facebook page, they see it too. But it's like, she actually thought, oh, no, I'd do better. It's like, no. I chose one person to gift that to with my eyes. You know, and I'm not gonna say that there isn't other beautiful women that I want to be like, man, that's a beautiful woman. And, oh my God, look at that. You know, but Why cheat her in any sort of way? I'm cheating myself, right? By being a liar to myself. And if I'm honest with myself first, right, you just got to start small. Work out to the Lord, right? If I'm honest with myself. So you know what? I don't want to. I'm not saying that like that's cheating, that sort of stuff. But what does that make me feel like? Just knowing I make the right choices every time. You know, it feeds my positivity to actually make those choices. It actually reflects, doesn't it? It's like, dang, I'm like, really? You just really like this? Yeah, that's what I really like. And I love it. I love being that person, that model person, right? Makes me feel great throughout all my entire day. Now, regardless of which way we walk, me and this girl, right? I truly love her. Just like my love with God. I truly love her. Now, the factor of actually having a sexual relationship, isn't that just a perk, right? It's two people uniting. Like there, you know, in all things, there's an ebb and flow, negative and positive, just to get you to start to walk in a path. You know, it's easy. In all things, start with God. Work down yourself, just you and God. And now all of a sudden it's just wow, everything's so simple. All of a sudden it's just like, you know, like I matter. Like I truly matter to the point where like I should pursue the greatest things that I can pursue. Like number one thing that I want from this video was my next thing that I'm going to work on, my next proposal I'm going to work on. But I would like some support, mainly from Leech Lake, but anybody that lives in that area, on the reservation area, because that is going to be, you think about it, that's an epicenter of something that could flow out to the entire United States. We can start right there, right? We don't have to ask to be great. We don't have to replace anybody. Like just like I pointed out earlier on Facebook, support our leaders. We chose them once. Bringing somebody else new in, what the hell? They got to learn the job, right? First of all, there ain't nobody that comes in there new that knows exactly what they're doing. Let's keep our leaders. Why do you think King Solomon was so successful? Because he was a leader for the entire, for what was it, like 40 something years, right? I can't remember if that's correct. But come on, he was one of the wisest men there ever was in the book of Proverbs, you know? But what I'm saying is I would like for everybody from that area take a clear glass of water, just tap water, fill it up, set it down on your counter for an hour, take a picture and post it to this video, you know, in the comments. Now, where's FEMA? And just because FEMA exists doesn't mean that they're responsible for it. Aren't we all just miscommunication and uninformed? Right? Just like locally within our little government, we have little issues that if we just communicated easier, we would all be informed. Just like if we were able to speak with Donald Trump, we would be more informed. You see, this affects a lot of things. It's just we're trying to use our personal, oh my God, I just made this idea up in my mind, and then try to blurt it out. Well, very uninformed. But what I'm asking now, like I said, is for all people from Leech Lake. Let's show each other our water, right from the tap. And we all become informed of what needs to be done. Okay? And we do it in a good way. We just say, hey, we need help. Look at our water. What's wrong with that? Because there's people in place. Everybody's perfectly in place right now. You don't have to threaten somebody with their job and that sort of stuff because they're having issues that are reflecting into their job. Let's keep it a real 100. Support each other. You know, back in the day, that's why people stayed at their jobs 40, 50 years. That's where marriages stayed 50, 60 years. Because they knew the truth. They did what they loved. Let's love again. Let's not think that making love is a physical act. Making love means to create an environment of love. To be in unison with love, with ourselves, with God. Because I love you all. And I know how. Just like with the one girl that I love, that I would love to share the rest of my life. And regardless of how that turns out, right? I can love her 100%. Because it doesn't have to be physical. But yeah, please raise your glasses of your water so we can all become informed of what we need to do. Thank you.